Right guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Grassroots. This is season 5. We've finished the season. This is basically just transfer building, squad building for the new season. I have progressed to the new season, but we haven't done any games yet. The first game is going to be Man United in the Community Shield, as you can see there. But we're just going to go through the transfers for this episode and try and get a few signings in. Looking at the emails, we have got a transfer budget increase. Has decided to increase the club's transfer budget this year with 67 million. This gets you a total transfer budget of 92 million, which we're hoping you're going to put to good use to improve the squad. I'd like to remind you that the less financial, whatever, blah blah blah, it's all good. 92 million is the main thing, so that's what we've got to put towards the squad. And they've also set me this objective: set a goal to earn 108 million in sales from player shirts. While this shouldn't be your deciding factor when buying players during the transfer window, keep in mind that bringing in popular high-profile players along with a good performance from our key players will go a long way to helping us achieve this goal. As you can see at the top there, we have had a couple of offers for Baba Severin already, 34 million and 32.9 million. Don't really want to sell him, but I'm willing to see if I can get more for him. Like I said, he's a great backup striker. He's worth between 31.9 and 46.9 million. So I could potentially ask for 45 and see what they do. For another 45 million on top of the 92 million would stand us in good stead to get some pretty good signings in, potentially. So I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to try and negotiate. If we can get 45 million for him, then I'll happily wave goodbye. I think we could get somebody else equally as good for that money. I know we've already talked about moving Justin Kluivert up top with Eddie Nketiah as the main two strikers, so for sure if I can get 45 million for Baba Severin, I can sign an understudy striker definitely with that money, I would think. We want to sign Severin for 32.9. No. I want 45. He's a great striker. How about them apples? 45. We're not willing to sell him for less. Don't try and lowball me. 32.9. Nope. Okay, game over. See you later. No point going back and forth. Your revised offer falls very well short of our expectation and no longer wish to continue negotiations. Not falling for it, and I'm not selling him for less. I know they did technically give me an offer that is well in with what he's worth, but I suppose I could go for try and get 40. Let's go with Stade Rennais and try and bump, because they're willing to offer 34.5. I could be able to bump them up to 40, I reckon. .40 is the minimum though. Don't want to go any lower than 40. He's a good striker. He scores goals. Scored 20 goals I think this season, so it's not worth letting him go for an undercutted wage. Current value 20.5 million, and they want to give me 34.5. I want 40. How about 40 million? 38.6. Oh. $38 million. I'll accept that. 38 million is a pretty good price for him. We'll see if talks fall through, but that's not bad business. I think that's pretty good business actually. So what we're going to do now is jump into my transfer shortlist and look at somebody to bring in. Main target is definitely a goalkeeper. I think he's first to try and agree a deal with, but Gareth Bale has an outside chance. He's 34 years old. but his market value is only 7 million now, so that I think if I could get Bale in, that would 100% satisfy that that shirt thing, the shirt requirement to get 108 million in shirt sales. He's worth 7 million. Might have to offer between 5.7 and 7.6. I reckon I could probably get him for 6.5 million. So let's see if we can do that. This player has a release clause. Do you want to pay 70 million? No. He's only worth 6.5 million. You're crazy. Right, Zizou, sit yourself down, Baldy. Let's have a chat. Firstly, I know I'm bald as well. Let's get on the same page of what type of deal we want to discuss. I want to transfer, and I want to pay you 6.5 million. And nothing more. That's a fair offer for Bale. We're happy with the terms, so we'll get the paperwork ready and finalise the deal. It's been a pleasure. Cheers, pal. Right, the only thing is, wages is going to be a problem. So before I go into that negotiation, I'm going to go on my budget and just make sure that I've got enough wages ready. 176,000. That should be more than enough. Should be. Hang on. Transfer hub, isn't it? That's right. Right, let's negotiate Gareth Bale's wages. Imagine Gareth Bale at Salford City. I know he's past it. He's only 77 rated now, but he'll be very useful for free kicks and crossing. So I think it'll be an amazing signing if we can get him in. First thing we want to discuss is my client's role at the club. He would like to be part of the core group of starters each week and get a lot of playing time. So he wants to be important. That's important. He doesn't want to be a crucial starter, so that's perfect. I'm going to accept that right away. A lot of competition for places in the squad, but I promise I'll give Bale the playing time you're both looking for. Okay, now that we've agreed on his role in the team, let's discuss the length of his contract. I'll give him... He's 34, so I reckon if I give a 2-year, I think he might be happy with that. Yep, that's what we're after. Let's carry on. Disregard a release clause. Right, let's move on to the next item and talk about salary. He expects at least 74,000 a week. We would require a signing on bonus of 460 grand and 740 after 10 appearances. I'll say accept. There you go. Gareth Bale is a Salford City player. Unbelievable. So we've got Gareth Bale in. And we got him for 6.5 million. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Right. Diogo Costa then. He's rated 80. I think he was only worth... Yeah, he's worth 12 million. So might have to offer between 15 and 20 for him. I'm prepared to go all out for the 20 on this guy because he's an 80 rated goalie and I need somebody who's going to be a good first choice. He's got a release clause active of 25.3 million. He's not worth that much though. So I'm going to say cancel a second. Right, what would it say was worth? Between 15 and 20, right. Approach to buy, no. And I'm going to offer him 16.5. First of all, let's type whatever. Offer transfer fee. Let's go 16.5. And add a sell on clause of 5%. Yeah. Fair offer for Costa. We're happy with the terms. Excellent stuff. Let's go right in with his negotiations for his wages. Thanks for having us. Let's talk by talking about his role at the club. My client expects to be the first name on the team sheet. Yep, he wants a starter. He's going to get it as well. 100%. He's only 24 years old too, so getting a great deal here. Let's discuss the length of his contract. I want him on a 4-year deal. No, we'll go all out for 5 years. Client isn't looking to add a release clause. I assume that's okay with you. Perfectly fine by me. At least nobody can poach him away. Right, moving on, we want to discuss his wages. He only wants 19 grand a week. Absolute bargain. Yeah, not a problem, pal. I'll accept that. There we go. We've got a new number 1. Diogo Costa. Thanks, Souls Like Gamer, for the recommendation. Very happy with that signing. Right, that's 2 in the door, and we've still got a massive bulk of that transfer kitty to spend. Question is now, who else? I was looking at Alan Saint-Maximin because he's fast and he's a good winger, but I think I'm overloaded on wingers at the minute. I've got Ryan Kent, I've got Ryan Sessegnon, I've got Gregoire Valle still on the books. Who else have I got on the wing? Kluivert, but he's going to be a striker now, so you know what? How much is he worth? 42 million though. How much is Lautaro Martinez worth? 65. Might have to offer between 83 and 119, so that's not happening. So I'll remove him from the shortlist immediately. Mason Greenwood. Back to good old Mason. He's 82 rated. He's 22 years old. And he's worth 27 million. Might have to offer between 31 and 46 to have a chance at this deal. I think it's time we go for Mason. I'm going to drop Dean Henderson off the shortlist because we've got Diogo Costa now. I think it's time we try and bring Mason in. Approach to buy. I'm going to offer him 30. £30 million flat out, and a sell-on clause of 5% again. £46 they want, and 10% of his next transfer fee. I'm not doing that much. Let's push it up to 40. I offered 30, didn't I? So I'm going to offer 38. And put the sell-on clause at 10. There you go. See, they wanted 46. Absolute robbers. Knocked him down to 38 in a 10% sale, cut of his next sale. Right, Mason, let's negotiate your wages, fella. So this means technically, if I do lose Baba Severin now, we've got Mason Greenwood in to replace him. So it's not that big a deal. Plus, we'll get more money in the transfer fund to go for somebody else as well. I'm going to say important. Oh, he wants crucial. I don't know if he's going to start ahead of Nketiah though, or Kluivert. I'm going to have to go for it, aren't I? Especially if Severin leaves as well. He wants 5-year deal. I'll accept that. Disregard the release clause. Oh, they want it in there. 72 million. 72, and I'm going to buy him for 38. So yeah, it's good business, I suppose. 37 grand a week. He wants $1 million after 25 appearances. I'll accept that because he's going to be a rotation, so it'll take him a while to get 25 appearances, I reckon, unless he's scoring every game. So, do I go for St. Maximin as well? We've brought in Gareth Bale, Mason Greenwood, Diogo Costa. That's some great signings, to be fair. Costa straight in there. I'm going to put Greenwood on the bench instead of Wadji. That's going to be the end of his days at Salford, I reckon. Gareth Bale will be on the bench. Bursic will be reserve goalie. Got some good squad depth now, I'm happy about that. Pierre Gianni is still there, centre back. He's back in the squad. Magellan can be on the bench. And see, who do I drop now though? That's the headache. I think we've got a really good squad here. Sessegnon, Kent. Who else for the wingers? Gareth Bale and Fekir. So I've got backup for both wings. So I probably don't need to bring in Alan St. Maximin unless I sell Fekir. I'll do that because St. Maximin is miles better than Fekir. So I'll do that. I'll save the changes. I need to go to Squad Hub. Let's get some of these players out of here. McFarlane can go. Oh. Gautier, never heard of him. Probably never use him, but you can stay there. Delegate renewal. Yeah, let's go through the contracts actually. Pierre Gianni's contract's expiring in 12 months. We'll renew that one. Ah, looks like he's rejected that because it still says contract expiring. Wow, loads of players. Richie Towell's finally retiring at the end of the season. His contract expires in 12 months, but if he's retiring, there's no point renewing it. Cordoba. Shinji Kagawa retires at the end of the season. So do I go for an attacking midfielder then? I've got Matan and Pamichael. Leave that one open for now. Right, so it's just Baba Severin who might be leaving. I'm going to release Devante Rodney because he's never accepting anybody's offers anyway, so that's him gone. And I'll put Fekir on the transfer market. $47 and $61. So I'll go for 55. Oh, you know what? That might be a shout. Play a swap and offer him Fekir. Bring a striker, a fullback or a goalie, so no, that's not going to work then. Let's do offer the transfer fee, 55. Oh, I've only got 27 million to spend. Oh, I didn't even realise. End negotiation. I'll have to wait and see if Baba Severin gets sold. Scoot on a little bit. Transfer offer for Eddie Nketiah, that's not happening. I'm going to block offers for him. Baba Severin's been sold. $28 million added to the current transfer budget. Right, so that should give us enough now for St. Maximin. I'm going to go in with 50 million instead. Let's just have a look quickly at how much I've got. $55 million. I need more than 9,000 in wages. Right, that should give us enough to do it. Wait, let's say 47 first. And add a sell-on clause of 10%. Done. I want 4 years. It's 27. Actually, I'll go for the maximum. Disregard the release clause. No, no. Salary 64 grand a week. I can do that. 870 grand when he scores 10 goals. Done it. That's it then. Used all my transfer budget. Got a pretty solid squad to start the season with. overloaded on the right wing now, really. But Sessegnon's a left winger naturally anyway, so that's good. He'll be good cover for Ryan Kent as well, especially if Fekir leaves the club. And we've got Bale for the right. I'm very happy with that. Right then, that's going to be it until we start off season 6. But like I mentioned before in the earlier episode, season 6 is going to be live streaming at 8 PM UK time on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But thanks for watching this one. Drop in the comments if you think we've done good business in this time, and I'll catch you next time.